In this video, we're going to be taking a dropshipping product and trying to sell it locally. What's good, everybody? I'm Spencer Twitchell, and if you don't know me, I make a bunch of videos about social media, e-commerce, and everything in that sort of space. And I know, before we even start the video, I'll address it. I know I really need a haircut. I promise I'm going to get one soon. But for now, there's a solution for everything. So here we go. In this video though, we're going to be selling a dropshipping product locally. We're actually going to be selling the exact same product that I did in my last video about dropshipping. If you haven't checked that out yet, it's a video where I tried to dropship a product on Pinterest, and it's actually a pretty good video. I suggest going and checking that out if you haven't already. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Give me a little bit of a drum roll and I will reveal the product. The product is silicone face masks. Now these are really great products right now because they're in super high demand because of the situation we're all in right now. Some could even say that it looks pretty cool while you're wearing it. I'll put a little picture up here so you can see me just vibing with this mask on. Other people might say you look stupid, but really it's just because of the high demand. Now for actually getting the product, it's actually quite a bit of a process. So as you can see, I have the products in my room already, so it's not like I'm just dropshipping them. If you look here, I actually have a huge box of a bunch of products I'm trying to sell. These are all masks, a little bit of extra filters in here too, but pretty much this whole thing is just filled with different masks I can give out to people. So what I did to actually get these masks and order them to my house, I actually started off by going to Alibaba, and from there I went and looked for different suppliers that were selling these silicone masks. I contacted a bunch of suppliers after I found them, and I eventually landed one who gave me a really good deal for 50 different silicone masks, and that's the one I went with. So from there, it cost me $300 for 50 masks and some additional filters. I ordered them to my house, and then I was planning on reselling them. However, shipping from China right now is pretty dang bad. So while the masks were supposed to get here in 7 to 8 days, it actually took more like 17 days. It was a long process, and I was even worried I was getting scammed because the tracking numbers weren't working properly, but it ended up okay. We ended up actually getting the product, so I mean, I can't be mad. But that whole ordeal was understandable. Now that we have the masks, let's try and make some money by reselling them. Now my inspiration for this video came because selling masks online with the different social media platforms like Facebook ads, Google ads, or whatever, it's very hard to do that without getting flagged. Many of these online selling companies or advertising companies are banning people who sell masks, so it's very difficult to do. So to actually sell these masks, I had to think creatively, and I just decided, why not try doing it the old-fashioned way? So that's exactly what we're doing. I've thought of a bunch of different ways I could advertise it locally in my town, and we're about to jump right into it. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so the first thing that I even did, I had this idea to sell locally from the start, and I immediately went into action. I decided Snapchat would be a super easy way to just show the mask to a bunch of different people. I only really use Snapchat for personal reasons. I don't really do anything business related on there. I mean, I don't think there's any ladies watching my channel, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you my Snap just yet. So, my master plan with Snapchat was I actually went onto my phone, took a Snapchat with the mask and wrote a little bit of a product description, and I bulk Snapchatted the picture I took and sent it to every single person on my Snapchat list. This was pretty difficult for me to do. While I was making it, I was just looking at my phone and realizing that I was about to pretty much send it to my entire grade. I still have a lot of my high school friends and people I don't even know that well. I have them on my Snapchat list, and I was just sending it to everybody. I didn't even care, so everyone was gonna get this message. So, I mean, whatever, I just wanted to make some money. I did that rather than just putting it on my story. I mean, I did my story too, but I just wanted to do it that way because I felt like if you just do the one-on-one, you have a better chance of actually connecting with the person and making the sale that way. But anyways, up here, this was the Snapchat I sent out, just a little bit of a selfie with the mask in it, and then I just gave a little bit of a description, like I said. Like I said, I just thought of the idea, just did this on a whim while I was cooking up my breakfast, and I mean, wait till the end of the video to see what the results of this were. I honestly had no clue what to expect from these snaps. I thought that either a bunch of people would relate to me and want to get masks to just better the community and whatnot, or I thought that since everyone's a high schooler pretty much on my snap list with the exception of like a few people, I thought that no one would care. But surprisingly, it was the first move on Snapchat that got us our first sale.
Alright guys, we're about to do our first sale. I'm about to put the mask in the mailbox here. He left some money in the mailbox for me, so here we go, and boom, that is our first local sale selling a dropshipping product.
Now my Instagram's not all local people. Some of you guys came over and dropped a follow on my page at Spencer Twitchell. but I decided to give it a try anyway to see if it would make any sales for me. So what I did, I just used the same type of thing that I put on my Snapchat story. I'll put it up here again so you guys can see the ad I did. But anyways, I just put that on my story, explained it a little bit more, explained that I can either ship or deliver to people in my town, and that was pretty much all there was to it. I put this post on my story, but I didn't want to put it on my feed because if you look at my feed here, my feed is just amazing and I didn't want to ruin that by posting an ad on my personal page. But really, there was nothing that fancy that happened here. All I wanted to do was just put it on my story in case anyone was intrigued by my offer. And the results of this are going to be shown at the end of the video. Now we actually got off the phone, started going around my town and started doing some more old-fashioned work. Now for the flyer itself, I mean, I don't really want to show you guys the flyer because it has my hometown on it. It has my phone number on it because that's how people would contact me, but I don't want you guys to see that because you're not my buyers. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I'll just summarize it real quick. Pretty much all it was very similar to the ad. I just had the top attention my community and selling the silicone masks, and then pretty much from there I just did a photo, and then at the bottom of the page I had a little call to action that had my phone number, had some arrows pointing and said text me. That was pretty much all I did. All I wanted to do was just get people's attention. If they were interested, give me a text. If not, then whatever. However, when we set out to start putting up these flyers, we realized we made one crucial mistake. We forgot to bring anything to hang up the flyers. So as a result, we weren't really able to put them up all over our town, but I mean, we had to innovate, so here's what we did instead. Our town is pretty small, so what we did was just took all the flyers, walked to the different businesses, and either gave the flyers to the business owners, the employees, or we just put them in the mailboxes for them to check out later. This led to us not getting as many phone calls or texts as we would have liked because not many people saw our flyers. We realized this while we were out there, so it led us into our next method of selling. So after our initial plan kind of failed of putting flyers around all over town and then hoping a bunch of people would give us a call or text, we decided to just start asking random people if they would want to buy a mask. Now we asked around half the people that we saw in the town if they would want a mask, usually if they weren't wearing one, because I mean if they had one on, they wouldn't really want to buy one. But again, we screwed up. The time we chose to go out selling was not a very good time. It was rainy out for one, so that not that many people were out in the first place. It was also a Sunday, so most of the businesses were closed. I mean, also the pandemic's around, so not many people were out anyway, but basically, the town was practically empty. We did have a few interactions though, however, it was a bit difficult to record because I usually was the one talking. My buddy Jack was there with me recording me. However, if he tried to record me in front of everyone, since there was like nobody outside, it was pretty difficult for my buddy Jack to record the interactions because like, it was only us two and then whoever we were talking to, so if Jack started recording the interaction, I mean, that would be super awkward for everyone because they would know we were recording and, you know, we probably wouldn't get that many sales that way. So unfortunately, I don't have that much footage to show you guys, but pretty much we just went up to random people, asked them if they wanted to buy a mask. Some said no, but one said yes. And the first person that we came up to as we were putting up a flyer ended up buying from us. Our sales pitch was along the lines of describing the comfort and the just different uses of the mask and how much better it is than typical masks. So that's pretty much all we said, and person bought one for 15 bucks. Overall, guys, from all of these efforts, we made 3 sales. 2 of these sales came from Snapchat buyers, and 1 of them came from the person on the street I just told you about, but overall, we made a little bit of profit. Unfortunately, though, I still haven't gotten a single text or call from those flyers, but I mean, we can give it more time. Maybe later they'll happen, I don't know. Unfortunately, I have not gotten a single text or call from those flyers I made, but I mean, it is what it is. Happened to be a little bit stupid and forget the crucial part of those flyers, which was to put it up. But anyway, let's forget about that for now and let's calculate how much profit we made off of the sales we did get. So each mask cost $6 and we sold each mask for $15. So our total revenue was 45 bucks and our ending profit was $27. Not too bad. But then you gotta remember, I still have all this inventory I'm stuck with, so we're not really profitable yet. Whoops. But that's okay, we made some profit and we can still sell these somehow, so I mean, we're doing all right for ourselves. In conclusion, I just wanted to test out selling products locally to see how well it would work, and we actually ended up with a few sales. Unfortunately though, like I've mentioned, I'm still stuck with a bunch of inventory, so there could be a part 2 if you guys are digging this stuff, but I guess we'll just wait and see. I could either make a part 2 to this video where we successfully put up the flyers or try some different stuff out, or I could try selling it in another way. Who knows? Leave a comment below on what would interest you guys the most. I'm just doing this for YouTube and for what you guys want to see, so I mean, yeah. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please go down and hit that like button for me. It takes like 2 seconds and it helps me out a bunch. So I'd really appreciate it if you went down and just hit that thumbs up. Anyways, guys, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
We out here, it's raining, we still hustling.